Hi guys, I'm Felicia. Have you ever thought that all Chinese languages are kind of similar? You are so wrong. No, that's because China is so huge and the Chinese population is also biggest in the world. And we Chinese are kind of creative in creating our own language and dialect. You would find there is actually more than 300 dialects just in China itself. Hi, I'm Felicia and I'll be telling you the obvious difference between Mandarin Chinese and the Hokkien dialect. Well, we all know the Mandarin Chinese is the main Chinese language in China. And you might have wondered, why on earth Hokkien language? Why not Cantonese and other kind of dialects? Well, I'm Hokkien. And plus, do you know that Hokkien is one of the dying language or dying Chinese dialects? Plus, it is not only a dialect spoken in China, but also in Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, blah blah blah, and where you're from, just let me know where you actually speak Hokkien. Let's not forget, Hokkien is also one of the surviving Chinese language from the Tang Dynasty, like about 2,000 years ago, seriously. So Mandarin Chinese versus Hokkien. Both of them are untangible, meaning they both sound different. So for example, Mandarin speaking person would not understand a Hokkien speaking person, vice versa. So Mandarin Chinese, 4 tones, Hokkien, 8 tones. Mandarin Chinese, Hokkien, 8 tones. I don't really know the exact tones of it because I've never really learned Hokkien from school. We just learned it from our parents, so we don't really learn the basic Hokkien based on tone. But what I know that there are 7 recognizable tones nowadays. Well, surprising fact, Hokkien actually retains the ancient pronunciation in Chinese, which have the K sounding as compared to Mandarin Chinese. For example, these two are the same meaning, but in Mandarin it's called 学生, in Hokkien is 學生. Can you hear the K in it? 學生, 讀書, 讀冊. There, you got the K in it. And this is not found in Mandarin Chinese. Booyah! Now let me show you how they both sound totally different. 你好吗? 如何不? 世界, 世界. 看戏, 看戲. 洗手, 洗手. 騎腳車, 搭卡車. 唱歌, 唱歌. 小便, 幫酒, 幫酒. 喝水, 啉水. So now let me introduce you to what is Hokkien dialect after all. Hokkien, also known as Hokkienwa, min-nan, widely spoken in China, Southeast Asia countries such as Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia. And if you're from the country which is not mentioned above, do let me know where you're from. Hi, Hokkien lang. If you think Hokkien is only one dialect itself, oh no, you are so wrong. Because again, in this huge family of dialect and our Chinese creativeness, plus the widely spread geographic nation of our Hokkien community, now the Hokkien people have changed and sound slightly different as they branched out into different country and blend into different culture. For example, Longyan, Amoy, Quanzhou, Taiwan, Singapore, Penang, Indonesia, so on. Some of the Hokkien in Malaysia, they use Malay word in replace of it, which is totally different from the original meaning in Hokkien. However, all of this group, they still have mutual intelligibility, just like Teochew dialect, and also a distant related to Hainanese. Plus, not to forget in Fujian, they also have the Hakka and other indigenous group there with not mutual intelligible with the Hokkien language. So now you might wonder, why learn Hokkien when there is Mandarin Chinese, which is so popular around the world and most widely spoken? If you're Hokkien, Well, have you ever heard of this proverb saying that never forget your roots and be proud of it, like a Viking? Too bad I don't have Norwegian Viking blood in me, but I have a Hokkien blood in me. So why not learn back your root language if you are Hokkien related, but if you're not, it doesn't matter. It's a new language, it's a new knowledge, it's a new skill, and plus, if you know how to speak Mandarin or other kind of Chinese dialect, it is not that hard, trust me, to learn a new dialect, because you can kind of relate it to it as it kind of sounds similar in some way. So now the question is, where can you learn Hokkien? Unfortunately, I've never been to a Hokkien class in Malaysia ever, but I do believe you can learn in Penang, in Taiwan, as majority of the people there speak Hokkien. If you're friendly enough, I bet you can get someone to teach you for free. Probably they would have Taiwanese classes or Hokkien classes available. You know, in Malaysia and Singapore, and most people actually learn Hokkien from home because that's not really like a school for this kind of dialect. It's like you hear it every day, your mom, your grandma, they speak to each other, and then you kind of like guess what it means, learn a bit here and there how to say it, but not writing it. Bottom line, this comparisons and information might not be 100% accurate. So do correct me if I am wrong, and if you have any extra suggestions, please do write down in the comments and let me know about it. And if you're a Hokkien out there, be proud of your Hokkien genes and don't forget about it. If you have no idea about Hokkien and how it sounds like and you want to learn just the basic of some Hokkiens, you can check out some of my videos over here, which is really basic. And I hope it'll help you to figure out about the Hokkien dialect. Thanks for watching. I'm Felicia. Don't forget to subscribe and have a great day. Bye bye. 感謝